Well, he's got a key to the city of Lafayette, Louisiana, but with the present company, Daniel Cormier here, I'm not sure I'm going to go so far as to call him the king of Lafayette, but Dustin Poirier has become...
If he's not the king of Lafayette, he's one of the kings of the UFC's lightweight. The phenomenal striker, has such great boxing, big, strong, long arms, and an ability to fight through so much adversity to try and accomplish his goals. He's one of the most exciting fighters in the lightweight division, but also has the ability to knock you out and just outgrind you over 25 minutes.
And at times, competing as a featherweight, he was almost a victim of his own success. He did so well that he stayed down there. Of course, since moving up to 155 pounds, he has put his best foot forward, and he draws yet another elite lightweight in this spot. Well, you want to talk about a fighter who checks all the boxes, DC. Here is the UFC featherweight king, your right-hand man, Max Blessow.
The Blessman's thrust is always on my mind. He's one of the best fighters and one of the best guys that we know. The pace and the ability to push and press forward is something that the UFC's featherweight division has never really seen. To melt Jose Aldo in the way that he did, to melt Brian Ortega in the way that he did, is truly a compliment to Max Holloway in his preparation, true Hawaiian to his soul, and it shows in the toughness that he exhibits when he steps into the octagon.
You talk about a guy ably taking the torch from the Hall of Famer BJ Penn. Max blessed Holloway. Few guys are going to be able to match the cardio. You mentioned the pace and the pressure. All eyes on Max Holloway yet again here tonight. Max Holloway, ready to make a statement in front of this capacity crowd here tonight. Our tale of the tape now for this lightweight championship fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC featherweight champion of the world, Max Bless Holloway.
Herbert Dean's in the building. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, so as we get this stand-up-only fight underway, just a quick reminder on the rule set: no grappling or wrestling of any type, and fighters off.
Oh, he just heard him. Oh!
Unable to connect with a right hook. Well-placed kick there by Holloway.
Didn't see that one coming. Oh, he hurt him again, bro.
Back to his feet. There's a big hit from Poirier.
Oh!
Oh!
Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, flying knee to the head. That's it.
Lafayette, Louisiana. Your guy has done it.
What a fight! What a fight!
All right, Bruce Buffer has the official decision. Here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 23 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC lightweight champion of the world, Dustin the Diamond Poirier.
All right, Dustin Poirier getting it done by knockout. The man that you know well has natural power, but he is also... Till the date for this featherweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Sean the Sniper Watson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, the notorious Conor McGregor.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we go with this stand-up only encounter. We'll see if these guys can play by the rules. Not many rules, but you can't grapple at all. No wrestling of any kind. You also are not permitted to do follow-up strikes on the floor. We are underway. Well, few fighters manage distance as efficiently and as well as Conor McGregor, and there's that left hand finding its home early.
He does a great job of setting you up, man. You saw it in the Jose Aldo fight. The guy will just step back a little bit and bang, drops the straight left on you that can end your night. He not only throws this fast, he also is so accurate. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Gets back to his feet.
Again.
Man, they are trading early and often. Here we go.
Let's go. This will be a good fight. We knew it would. These guys are intent to make it happen. Oh, nice right hand. Oh!
Here now, Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 41 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, well, as many of you know, the overwhelming majority of Conor McGregor's pro MMA wins have come by knockout, and he produces another one here in the Octagon tonight.
Produces another...
Here he is, the decorated kickboxer, back for more here tonight, and he's so comfortable in the striking realm. It's almost like he started kickboxing before he ever was reading or writing.
Oh, it's unbelievable to see someone that's so comfortable under so much duress.
I know.
When you're in kickboxing range, you are in the fire. There is no safety. You're right in range to be getting knocked out, but he does not fear that. He loves it. He loves the combat. He loves the engagement. But what you have to understand, not engaging his opponents on their terms. He's doing doing it on his terms. Whether or not he wants to be in close with the big punches or he wants to be at range landing kicks, he's just constantly putting damage on you. Top, bottom, up, low, it does not matter. This guy is a dominant striker, one of the best kickboxers the UFC has ever seen.
And in terms of the punching technique and the jab, as good as anyone in this division. UFC middleweight champion Anderson the Spider Silva is set to make the walk here tonight. This is a man still getting it done in his mid-40s, DC. Proved in the Israel Adesanya fight that he could still hang in there over a hard 15 minutes with the best guys in the world.
Anderson Silva is still able to compete even though he's up there in age a little bit, and that's because of his commitment to the sport of mixed martial arts. He loves competing. He loves the spotlight. Everything that you need to drive you to be able to stay active and stay relevant in this sport, Anderson Silva possesses. Every time he steps foot in the octagon, we get a chance to witness one of the greatest fighters of all time.
And when DC needed an opponent for UFC 200 on about 24 hours notice, the greatest of all time was your Huckleberry. Not too bad. Anderson the Spider Silva set to fight Anthony Rumble Johnson. And now our tale of the tape for this light heavyweight fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC light heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Anthony Rumble Johnson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson the Spider Silva.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so with that touch of the gloves, we are underway with this stand-up-only fight. A couple of rules in play here, we remind you. No grappling of any type. Also, fighters cannot do any follow-up strikes on the floor. Let's see how it plays out. Missed with that right hand. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking groove.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively. Never throwing the same attacks more than once. What a job.
And back to his feet.
Oh, no.
Looked like it did stun him a little bit. Gotta start to look to finish him now. Choose. And that will do it.
Oh, my goodness.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 17 seconds in the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Anderson the Spider Silva!
Well, his smile lights up the room, and his performance lit up this arena tonight. Congratulations to the wildly popular Anderson Silva. No matter where we go in the world, Silva about as beloved and respected as it gets. fight in her career, and it happens right now in front of a capacity crowd. There have been a lot of expectations placed upon this young lady, and largely, given her well-rounded skill set, she has lived up to all of them and then some.
We didn't know what to expect when she made her debut. This girl's got a ton of potential. She has exceeded our expectations. But right now, she has got to step up once again if she wants to continue her assault on her division. She's well-rounded, but she's got a tough opponent in front of her.
But like if my daughters could be as good at any one thing as this woman is, at all of these skills, and I say that with respect, they might actually turn out to be something. She may go down as the greatest women's mixed martial artist in UFC history. Still a lot of work to be done on that front, but so far, so good for the Lioness 2-division champion, Amanda Nunes.
Amanda Nunes wasn't the lady that popped off the page when the UFC introduced those divisions, but through hard work and commitment, she has put herself amongst the brightest stars in the sport, regardless of gender. 2-division champion, and has beaten some of the biggest names female mixed martial arts ever seen. Wins over Rousey, wins over Tate, wins over Cyborg, also beating Kat Zingano. What a resume of Amanda Nunes.
2 wins over Valentina Shevchenko. On it goes, and on goes the winning streak for Amanda Nunes. She will try to leave here tonight the way she enters as the UFC champion. The Lioness Amanda Nunes steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Kayla And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway. All right, round 1 of this stand-up only fight is underway. A friendly reminder of the rule set, not a whole lot of them, but you can't grapple or wrestle at all, and if the fight does hit the canvas, no follow-up strikes permitted on the ground. Oh, massive kick lands flush. High kick is there yet again. Oh, she lands another.
Oh, that's gonna get some respect. She won't go as forward anymore. When you got a big power striker like that, you got to make them respect you and respect what's coming back at them.
Another one.
Back to the feet. Circling to her right. Well, the hook has been her primary weapon of choice tonight. Let's see if she sets it up again here. She is hurt for certain. The official decision is now in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 37 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
All right, so another big win and result for the consensus greatest of all time, the Lioness Amanda Nunes, your winner by knockout here tonight. And man, when she hits, she does not miss.
I mean, she doesn't miss, and she hits ridiculously hard for a woman at bantamweight.
Well, France probably could have been a professional rugby league player if he so chose. We're thankful that he chose mixed martial arts. And even though there have been some setbacks, including a fight against Brandon Moreno for the interim UFC Flyweight Championship, no one in the MMA space would argue that this is not one of the more well-rounded flyweights in the world. Packs some power, to be sure. If any 125-pounder has that death touch, other than the former champ Davison Figueiredo, who has moved up, it's probably Kai France, and he believes his power is going to win the day here tonight in this matchup against a fellow flyweight contender. All right, here he is, my 2023 Fighter of the Year and the undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion, Alexandre Pantoja. Pro debut at 17 years of age in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Finally breaks through to win the undisputed UFC title at 33 years of age. He is as watchable and as well-rounded as any fighter in the sport. And in advance of his first title defense at our fighter meeting, he said, now the focus is getting my pound-for-pound due. I know I'm the best flyweight in the world. I'm out to prove that again tonight. But I want to show the masses that I can be the pound-for-pound king, and he might just be that guy. With that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. All right, let's get to the tail of the tape for this flyweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, early round action here featuring the American top team trained flyweight contender Alexandre Pantoja. Injuries limited him to just one appearance in 2020, but now he is back in a more regular competing cycle, and the results really speak for themselves. This man poses danger everywhere. The danger factor particularly high on the ground when it comes to his submission game, but if you sleep on him on the feet, he'll put you to sleep. Just last match up. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, nice head kick. Pantoja gets in a clinch here. All right, so the cannibal Alexandre Pantoja using his pressure to get inside, and now he gets the fight to the floor where he usually does his best work.
Yeah, he does a really good job of dominating you on the ground. And we have seen Pantoja overwhelm so many fighters in this area. He's a fantastic grappler. He's an overwhelming pressure fighter, and he is doing exactly that as we get to the start of this fight.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard. Beautiful submission attempt here.
Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in. And there's the counter. usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy, the Batty Pimblett, when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona. But this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. This is the single hardest belt in the UFC to defend. The UFC's lightweight division has long been a murderer's row, and this champion's latest challenger looks like he could come through and upset the apple cart.
We were talking to him the other day, and I asked him about the fight. He goes, DC, nothing surprises me, because every time I go in there, I fight the toughest, scariest opponent. I understand my opponent's good, but I'm the champion for a reason, and I intend for it to stay that way.
Seemed like he had a great training camp, a great weight cut, and even though there are definite stylistic challenges in front of him here tonight, told us on Thursday in the fighter meeting, skill for skill, I'm better than this guy everywhere, and I'm going to prove it in a big way in front of this capacity crowd tonight. Charles Oliveira steps inside the octagon. He is ready to fight. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the UFC Lightweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Paddy the Batty Pimblett. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Lightweight Champion of the world, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, so this highly anticipated stand-up only event is now underway. Friendly reminder on the rules, and hopefully you play by them. No grappling of any type. So if you like striking, this is the event for you. Also, fighters cannot do follow-up strikes on the floor. Man, no feeling out process whatsoever. These strikers are getting after it early.
They don't like each other, and they are trying to get the opponent out of there right away. Oh, nice high kick.
Oh, massive knee to the head. Oliveira's knee strike is blocked. Early round action here. Charles Oliveira pressing forward, guard high, in constant pursuit of his foe.
Yeah, classic Muay Thai, man. Lifting that knee to draw out your reaction. And if you give him too big a reaction, he was...
Oh, my goodness, that front leg kick. That front kick was nasty.
Oh, another one.
Back to his feet.
He got him hurt bad here. He went high on that one. Tons of trouble right now.
He's out! Charles Oliveira, as many style points as you could produce. Whoa!
Oh, my goodness, what a fight.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 4 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira.
All right, you heard it there from Buff Charles Oliveira, your winner by knockout, as yet another elite lightweight crumbles in his wake.
Charles Oliveira is a dog. I mean, this guy is so powerful. Even going back to the Michael Chandler fight, you recognize that he has this power that can shut your lights out. And tonight, it was on full display as he earns a knockout victory.
From the favelas of Brazil to global superstar status, enter the former UFC lightweight champion and the most decorated finisher in UFC history. One of your favorites, Charles "Du Bronx" Oliveira.
I mean, John, you saw the smile just come across my face when you start to talk about it. This guy's fun. Very few guys bring out that emotion. Justin Gaethje and Charlie Allen. Those are the ones for me that feel like they bring that emotion out of me. Like, I know this will be fun. To see this guy rise from where he was, not only in his career, but in his life, to become the champion of the world, it was amazing to watch. And for the time that he was the champ, what a ride, man. We had fun calling Oliveira fights. Let's see if he can start another run towards the championship.
Yeah, big challenge for him here tonight, but I do get emotional thinking about where he came from and where he is right now, right? Nicknamed "Du Bronx," the ghetto, and he emerged out of it to change his life forever. We'll see how it goes for Charles Oliveira tonight. This place is absolutely deafening as the undisputed UFC lightweight champion makes the walk for his latest title defense. This is a huge fight, as big a fight as we can put together at 155 pounds, but the champion thinks it's going to be one-sided.
Yeah, skill for skill, he's one of the best fighters in the world. That's why when you look at the pound-for-pound rankings, you always see his name right up amongst the top of the guys on the list. He has every skill in mixed martial arts, but I believe it's his mind that separates him from the rest. He has a skill trap of a mind and believes, without a shadow of a doubt, that he's the best fighter in the world.
Yeah, he was carrying himself this week like a guy who knew something we didn't. We'll see just how one-sided this fight could be in a matter of moments. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC lightweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Charles "The Bronx" Oliveira. And now he's the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Ilya El Matador Topuria.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, we are ready to go here at the start of round one for this stand-up only event. So grapplers need not apply. We outlined the rules off the top, but here's your refresher. No grappling of any type. We also point out fighters cannot do follow-up strikes on the ground. Let's see if the combatants play by the rules here as our first round gets underway. Tries the flying knee to no avail. Oh, he landed a flying knee to the head.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
I mean, can you imagine having a reach advantage like this? What a luxury.
It's a luxury. I've never had one over the course of my entire career. But fighting guys that are taller, you struggle whenever they are very aware of such a massive advantage. This guy is going to try and use his time. Oh!
Back to the feet now. Oh, big left hand.
Nice job blocking that punch.
Going to the knee strike now.
When both are prepared, these are the types of fights that we expect.
Oh, beautiful straight right hand.
Hurt him again. Yeah, he hurt him real bad. He still hurt.
Oh, big knee.
Oh, my goodness.
And there it is.
Oh, my God.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 26 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Ilya Topuria.
Well, for my money, this is the deepest, toughest UFC division, and the road to lightweight glory still goes through that man's backyard. Congratulations to the champion once again.
And he's got a massive fence around that backyard, not letting anybody in. He's not trying to share this title reign. He wants to be